Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing a book review on fact books. The first is a National Geographic fact book, and it's about animals. There's over 2,500 in this book, and it will tell you about their different species, where they live, and it'll tell you about mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, invertebrates, and fish. It will tell you the introduction to the animal kingdom, their life cycles, how they communicate and smell and sense things, their homes and habitats, the routes they use for migrations, adaptations for survival, endangered and conservations. And it will give you the species and its relatives, and it will show you the facts. It'll tell you some facts, its diet, its size, and where they can live. There's also somewhere in the back of every category a world records page, and it'll tell you about the biggest or the smallest, the fastest, the deadliest. Like here, the world's biggest is the whale shark. The biggest freshwater is the Mekong catfish. Smallest, fastest, stuff like that. And here are the crabs and lobsters. One of my favorites, the horseshoe crab. And also, it's not just animals. They also show some insects, but they do have a separate book for insects. In the back, it will list all the animals that were in here, and their facts too, but it won't show pictures. And now someone else is going to come show you another fact book.
Hi guys, so for today I have a DK book, and DK is really good, but I chose space as the subject. So it goes through everything about space. It goes through the people who invented telescopes, it goes through the planets, it even goes to what they believe is inside of each of our planets. And it goes through how an astronaut suit is made, and through constellations. So it starts off with the Big Bang Theory. So that is an evolutionist view, where they believe that everything, like two stars or something, collided and it made the Earth. You might have to know this, even if you don't believe it. It may be good to know, just because some people require you to know it for science subjects and whatnot. But there's also the creationist view, where they believe that God made everyone and everything in the world. And there's one page about that, but next it goes through dark matter, what they have named for the stuff that makes up the universe. And we've got galaxies. It shows right here the different type of galaxies. So there's spiral and barred spiraled and irregular and elliptical. And it shows a cycle of a star. And it shows the life of a star, so what happens whenever it explodes, which causes a supernova. It goes through trying to explain what we know about black holes. It goes through our planetary systems, our solar system. And it even goes to show what they believe is inside of each planet. So this is Venus. And we've got the moon. And Mars. And it goes through that too. And then we go on to what they have discovered about space. It goes through people who invented certain things. Like, we've got Galileo, who invented the telescope. And we've got Isaac Newton, who he showed gravity and he also did a more modified version of Galileo's telescope. So as you can see, it just keeps going on through history until now. So we've got all these famous scientists and astronauts. And now we're going on to space exploration, where it'll show our satellites. We've got Luna 3, the Apollo 13, and some of these names you might recognize as the most famous satellites for discovering things. And it keeps going through all the different types of telescopes, satellites, and others. We've even got in here the International Space Station. Now this is very famous because people actually live in this, even right now. So they use it they orbit around Earth, and it collects data from space, and it goes back and forth every once in a while to Earth to get like food and whatnot. And so that's called the ISS. It shows other satellites, and it shows rovers. So the Curiosity, which landed on Mars in 2012. And it shows star maps and stargazing. So we've got constellations. It starts with the basics. So finding it. So it shows the northern sky, the southern sky. And then it goes on to more specific constellations, like Ursa Minor. And it also shows its size, its brightest stars, and the month whenever it's best visible. And it has facts here, and it sometimes shows who founded it and what year. But we've got Hercules, we've got Andromeda, and some of these are Greek names from Greek legends. Most of these were founded by Greeks because they'd named them after their mythology. And we've got Pisces and Aquarius and Orion. And if you're interested in a certain constellation, you can even research deeper into this, but this just gives it the basic knowledge of each constellation. And also if there's a galaxy in it, like right here, we've got a nebula in the middle of it. And so this is really, DK is really good with making factual books. And there's like, Ellie was pointing out that National Geographic is also really good. That's it. So thanks for joining us today, and make sure to like and subscribe.